too and share in our success. Discover.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. Based on the doctor's recommendation, we'll help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
Good evening and welcome to Florence for this Class A high school boys basketball matchup between the visiting Groton Tigers and your Florence Henry Falcons. game sponsored by Eastside Equipment, Nikki Watson, CPA, Sidetrack Bar and Grill, and Midwest Bank of Florence. This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulations of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefits of high school students. This is a reminder that you do not have to be an athlete to be a good sport. At this time, we ask that you please remain standing, remove your headwear, and stand at attention facing the flag. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. Your national anthem this evening will be sung by Florence Choir Director Marcy Klitsky. Ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now it's time to meet tonight's student athlete. First, the Falcon cheerleaders. Briar Barbell. Brooklyn Horns. Sylvia Dotson. Mackenzie Humphrey. Caitlin Pelham. Maggie Shepard. And Rylan Rislaw. The cheerleading AgWorks fan of the game, sponsored by AgWorks Cooperative, Malia Warney. Next, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Tigers. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Keegan Tracy. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Carson Zach. At guard, a 6'5" senior, number 4, Ryder Johnson. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 5, Becker Bosma. And at center, a 6'7" senior, number 30, Dave Sickle. Groton assisted by Jordan Carson and Ryan Tracy. Head coach for the Tigers, Greg Kelson. And now it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for your Florence Henry Falcons. The AgWorks Cooperative playing fan of the game is Mr. Troska. At a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 2, Dawson Olachek. At a guard, Bach and Angie Kelly. Head coach for the Falcons, Will Rowe. Officials for tonight's contest, Wade Bethlen, Ryan Bartlett, and Brian Rykowski.
Welcome to Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. Thank you for joining us this evening. So, 1 minute into the game, no score. Tigers with the ball. I'm going to have to get re-familiar with our sheet here. Here's Keegan Tracy for the Tigers. Goes to the rim. No. Ball's going to get gathered by Sipple. He's going to put it back in. And the Tigers will take a 2-0 lead here. Carson Kelly to bring the ball back up. Senior night here in Florence tonight. Traylon Sumner, Logan Cole, as Zach Schrader has the pass get deflected, gets it over to Carson Kelly. And Aiden Sieglock all get recognized. Thank you to them and their families. Here's a three-pointer from Carson Kelly. Everything but through the hoop. And here come the Tigers back the other way. Tracy gets a screen from Sipple. Pick and roll game, no. Gets it back up top to Johnson. Johnson drives the hoop on Carson, no. Sipple gets the rebound over top of Carson Rosso. He's going to put it in. And he's going to get an and one opportunity. So the Tigers going to take a quick 4-0 lead here. One more at-home opportunity for the Falcons here. That ball's going to get tapped out of bounds. Looks like by Johnson as he tried to gather it over Carson Kelly. So it'll be Falcon basketball here. Tigers going to set up some pressure in the backcourt. Lovacek to inbound. Gets it to Schrader. Schrader tries to get it on the run over to Carson Kelly. Gets deflected. Here's Carson Zach at the rim. He's going to put it in. 6-0 Tigers lead. 6 minutes to play first quarter. Carson Kelly going to drive the ball down the floor here. Needs somewhere to go now. Dawson Lovacek in the corner. Back up to Kelly. Flare pass over to Kason Bach in the corner. He's going to get it up to Zach Schrader. Top here for Carson Kelly. Lovacek, right wing, tries to go baseline, gets cut off. Bach, left corner. He's going to try and go baseline, gets turned around. Zach Schrader, long three, left wing, just a little too strong. And that ball's going to be out of bounds as Keegan Tracy tried to come up with the rebound. Scrapping with Dawson Lovacek there, couldn't quite save it, so it's going to stay with the Falcons. That shot did catch iron, so this shot clock's going to reset to 35. Carson Kelly down low to Carson Rosso. No rotation by the defense. That gets the Falcons on the board. 6-2. Tigers lead. 5.5 to play first quarter here. So, Groton with the ball. Carson Zach at the top. Needs somewhere to go. He's going to find Bosma. Bosma gets it poked away by Dawson Lovacek. Coming back the other way. Layup. No. Wrong-handed. Tried to kiss it off the glass. Just a little too strong. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Here's Carson Zach for three. That's going to be good. So, 5 minutes to play first quarter here. Tigers now lead 9-2. You can stand up here if you want. That pass going to get stolen away here off the backcourt save attempt. Here is Carson Zach. Needs somewhere to go. Gets it up top to Tracy. That three-pointer no good. Here come the Falcons back the other way. Carson Kelly breaks the pressure. Needs somewhere to go now. Zach Schrader. Nope. Dawson Lovacek just inside the left corner. Just a little too strong. And that rebound's going to go to Johnson. He's going to bring it back down the floor the other way. Tigers love to run here, and this is what they're showing. So, Johnson, my apologies, went to go drive the lane, hesitated, picked up the foul. Carson Kelly with his first. Team second after Carson Rosso picked up the foul on Sipple's and one attempt. So we're going to get a timeout here by the Falcons. They're going to take a full. We will be back here in 1 minute.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. Thank you to Caden Rosso, my cameraman this evening. Tigers inbound it. Pass is too tall. Dawson Lovacek's going to go 2-on-1 the other way. Numbers eventually show up, but he kicks the ball back out to Zach Schrader. Kasenbach at the top here. Over to Schrader, left wing entry pass to the elbow to Rosso, to Lovacek in the corner. Back to Schrader. Bach kicks it back out to Carson Kelly. Rosso kicked it back out to Carson Kelly. Carson tried to drive the elbow, gets fouled on the way, so it's going to be Falcons ball underneath. That's going to be the Tigers' first foul of the quarter. That foul to Keegan Tracy, his first, team's first. Carson Kelly tried to get a floater, no. Gets his own rebound, though, and puts it back in. 9-4 our score now. 3:50 to play here first quarter. Tigers bring the ball back down the other way. In the game for the Tigers, number 22, Easton Weber. Here's a strong drive attempt by Carson Zach. He's going to get fouled on the way in. That going to be a foul on Carson Rosso. That's going to be his second. So it looks like number 40, Colby Robinson, going to check in for the Falcons. A second foul for Rosso relatively quick is not ideal for Coach Rowe, as sickness has kind of run through the team at this point. You'll notice number 0, Tucker Keller, not in the lineup this evening. Hopefully he's back and healed before Thursday's game against Sisseton. As that free throw, no. Ball's going to get stolen away, though, by Zach, and he's going to go all the way around the defense and get the layup. One thing you cannot do against this Groton Tigers team is let up. If you let that focus go, they are athletic, and they will make sure that you pay the price for it. So, here's Bach trying to drive against Weber. Gets it back out to Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly, long three. 10 seconds into the shot clock. Probably not exactly the shot Coach Rowe is looking for, but wasn't a bad shot. That's going to be a strong drive that time by Zach. He's going to put it in. Tigers now lead 15-4. 2:50 to play here first quarter. Ball gets kicked over to Kasenbach. Needs somewhere to go with it now as he picked up the dribble. Tried to get it to the free throw line to the Lovacek. Carson Kelly saves it and taps it back out. Zach Schrader, long three. No, ball's going to get rebounded by Weber. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Zach gets Sipple running down the nail hole lane, and that's going to be a layup. Tigers going to take the lead 17-4 now. 2:20 to play first quarter. Here's Schrader. Kicks it over to Carson Kelly, right wing. Back to Schrader at the top. Tries to enter it to Dawson Lovacek. Gets rejected. Ball ends up with Carson Kelly. He's going to hit the fadeaway. No. Battle for the rebound. Lovacek and Robinson fought each other for the rebound, and eventually Zach ends up with it. Sipple, good give on the cut there 2, Tracy. Tracy's going to get fouled on his way to the rim, and so he's going to go to the line for 2. So, free throw coming here. 2 strong for the Tigers. Keegan Tracy at the line. Second free throw coming. That free throw also off. Ball's tapped out. Carson Kelly gave it a chase, but Weber able to save it. Keegan Tracy kicks it over into the corner for number 4, Ryder Johnson. Johnson hits the 3. 20-4 now. Tigers lead. Minute 45 to play first quarter. Tigers sitting in this kind of 2-3 match zone. Ball stolen away here. Here comes the Tigers back the other way. That one goes from Johnson to Keegan Tracy for the layup is good. Carson Kelly going to bring the ball back down. 22-4 now. Tigers lead. Entry pass to the free throw line to Lavacek. Kicks it back out to Carson Kelly. Needs somewhere to go now. Finds Zach Schrader. Entry to Dawson Lavacek again. Good power dribble that time. Just a little bit too strong on the layup. And this ball is going to come back the other way here. Here is number 4, Johnson. Tries to get it to the rim just a little too much. Robinson's going to come up with the rebound. Here comes Carson Kelly back the other way. He's going to drive the lane strong. Dumps it to Lavacek. Lavacek. That's going to be a travel. He went up. The shot block attempt came. He pulled it back down. Unfortunately, you can't do that. So, Colby Robinson will check out. Carson Rosso will check in. Kason Bach will check out. Number 21, Tucker Mumm will check in. Looks like Sipple and Tracy will take a seat for the Tigers. And onto the floor now for the Tigers is number 11, Jaden Schwann, and number 50, Logan Warrington. Here's Weber. Up to Schwann. Over to Zach. Zach down to Weber in the short corner. Ball gets kicked out eventually to Johnson. Johnson strong to the hoop. They're going to say he cleared space with the forearm. So they're going to say offensive back the other way. So no basket there. Lavacek inbounds to Carson Kelly. Under 30 to play now first quarter. They're going to take a break. We're going to get a little bit of an extended break because we have an equipment malfunction here that I'm going to have to resolve. So we will get the game back going, and the camera will keep tracking while I work on fixing the camera. Carson Kelly looking for space. Great defense there by number 3, Carson Zach, and ball gets stolen away. Here's Weber, right corner 3, just a little off. And that time the rebound by Warrington. Put-back attempt, no. So we're going to go to commercial. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change. Because together, we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Wishart Insurance is an independent, family-owned insurance agency. Our passion is caring for people. Wishart Insurance will take the time to answer all of your insurance questions and assist you and your family in choosing coverage that will protect you. We take pride in knowing that our family is working hard for your family. We are your insurance family. We are located at 922 West Kemp Avenue in Watertown, South Dakota, with locations in Clark, Willow Lake, and Brookings.
At Active Heating, you could say we specialize in comfort, heating and air conditioning, plumbing, air and water quality. Active Heating is ready. Too hot or too cold? Our certified comfort experts for Coleman Heating and Cooling Equipment can help. Don't let a leak drain your bank account. Our plumbers can handle it. Improve your air and water quality with an air purifier and reverse osmosis system from Active Heating, your local Coleman dealer. Active Heating of Watertown and Brookings, your comfort experts.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Welcome back, Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell, Caden Rosso on the camera. Falcons inbound the ball after the foul by number 50, Warrington of the Tigers. Good drive attempt there by Carson Kelly. He's going to get fouled on his way up, so he'll go to the line for 2. That foul going to get called on number 5, Becker Bosma. No good on that free throw. Here's Carson Kelly for the second. Second free throw, that one up and in. So 25-5 here, second quarter, 6:40 to play. Weber brings the ball down for the Tigers. He's going to kick it over to Schwann, up at the top. Back to Weber, trying to get an entry pass here to Warrington. Ball's going to get swung around, now eventually ends up with Keegan Tracy. Back to the corner to Schwann, who gets it down low to Bosma. Kicks it out. Weber down to Schwann in the corner. Down to Bosma, finds a cutting Keegan Tracy. That bucket's going to be good. 27-5 now, 6 minutes to play, first half. Carson Kelly over to Tucker Mumm. He's going to get a screen from Dawson Lavacek, who pick and roll games, but unfortunately well defended by the Tigers. Here's Zach Schrader, gets to the the lane, right side, gets the jumper to go, 27-7 now. 5:45 to play, first half. Here's Weber, Keegan Tracy. Gonna get a screen from Warrington, denies it, tries to go baseline, gets cut off. He eventually finds the lane, no good on the attempt. Gets his own rebound, however, and is gonna put it back in. 29-7 now. Falcons still trail. Under 5.5 to play, first half. Here's Zach Schrader at the top. Subs at the scorer's table waiting. Here's Carson Kelly on the entry to the free throw line. If you can make free throws, you can make that jumper too. 29-9 now. 5:10 to play, first half. Here's Weber. Schwann swung it over to Tracy. Now to Bosma, back up top to Tracy. He's going to go to the block. Carson Rosso rotates over, makes sure that he doesn't pick up the foul on the shot attempt. However, finds himself a little out of position trying to get the rebound, knocks over Warrington. So he's going to pick up his third foul of the first half. So checking into the game, Colby Robinson and Kason Bach. Tucker Mumm and Carson Rosso will take a seat. Warrington, Schwann, and Weber will take a seat for the Tigers, so they'll go back to starting 5 here. That ball over to Johnson off the inbound. Curled off the screen, found it for an easy layup. 31-9, 4:50 to play, first half. Schrader at the top. Lavacek right side. Carson Kelly right wing. He's going to dribble, looking for a drive. Nowhere to go. Gets it to Bach left wing. Hand off to Zach Schrader. He's going to try and come around the top. Keegan Tracy tried to steal it away, trying to shut off that pull to the right side. The layup attempt was no good. Carson Kelly ends up with the rebound and puts it back. 31-11 now. Falcons still trail, 4:20 to play, first half. That's going to be Zach over to Johnson. Johnson now left wing 3 short. Carson Kelly thought Sipple was probably going to try and come save it. Instead, used his body to kind of shield it. So Falcons basketball off the team rebound. Here's Dawson Lavacek working against Johnson. Entry pass to Carson Kelly at the elbow. Needs somewhere to go at the free throw line here. Eventually finds some position. Tries to go up and under. He's going to get fouled by Keegan Tracy on the up and under attempt. So he'll go to the line. 31-11 our score. That's going to be Tracy's second foul. Team's third of the quarter for the Tigers. First free throw attempt for Carson Kelly is good. 31-12 now. Second free throw coming here for Carson Kelly. Second free throw just a little too strong. Sipple gets the rebound, kicks it over to Carson Zach, who will bring the ball across. A little four-high action here from the Tigers. Ball ends up with Bosma, who finds a cutting Keegan Tracy off of the curl. Good action there by the Tigers to get that all the way around, get a curl screen, and cut all the way back to the block. Keegan Tracy going to tap the ball away from Zach Schrader. Here comes the Tigers back the other way. Eventually he's going to find Sipple. Sipple with the layup. We're going to get a timeout for the Falcons here from Coach Rowe as the score moves to 35-12. This is a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here. For the Falcons, again, you can't let up. The moment you relax is the moment the Tigers are there, and they are ready to pounce, no pun intended. And so for Coach Rowe, I know the fatigue is setting in. You only go to number 6 and number 7 deep on the bench, but that means that it's that much more important for those guys that are on the floor to maintain their concentration, which gets harder to do as fatigue kind of sets in. So for Coach Kelson, you're right where you want to be. You're in control, 35-12 if you're the Tigers. So now it's about executing things, kind of like that four-high look where they got the easy wraparound screen. Those are the kind of things that the Tigers are probably going to look to capitalize on working here against the Falcons. The Falcons need a lot of points very quickly. They need to take care of that basketball and make sure turnovers are at a minimum from this point forward. 3:15 to play first half. Zach Schrader at the top, needs somewhere to go, finds Carson Kelly at the elbow. Carson fakes the handoff. Fakes again as Dawson Lavacek comes over. He eventually drives to the right block. Here's Zach Schrader in the corner, kicks it up to Carson Kelly, right wing. Fakes, dribbles now, ball's on the floor. 3-2 zone from the Tigers. Carson Kelly step back, gets it to Kason Bach. Colby Robinson in the corner. Colby Robinson pulls up for three. That ball blocked by Sipple. Out front now to Ryder Johnson. Excuse me. Yes, that is Ryder Johnson, and the layup attempt is good. That's how fast the Tigers can score. That ball was blocked, saved, down the floor in one pass, and then a layup attempt. 2.5 to play first half here, 37-12. Dawson Lavacek with the ball. Colby Robinson going to attack the lane, kicks it to Lavacek just inside the arc, higher than the free throw line. That jumper no good. Ball's eventually going to end up with Bosma, who kicks it up to Keegan Tracy. Tracy's going to attack the block on the Euro. No. Took the one step, tried to Euro after that, and that's too many steps. So that's a travel called. Here comes number 14, Ethan Kroll for the Tigers. Bosma will take a breather here. So here come the Falcons. Carson Kelly gets the ball across. Over to Zach Schrader. Lavacek at the top. Fakes the pass, then eventually gives it to Carson Kelly. Defense sinks to try and give help. Here's Zach Schrader behind the back. Floater in the middle of the lane. Good look at it. Just left it a little off. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Here's Ryder Johnson to Keegan Tracy. Thought about a three. Instead, gets it over to Carson Zach. He's going to go to the lane. Late rotation there by the Falcons defense. That basket's going to be good. And I believe that foul is going to be called on, yes, it's going to be called on number 13, Zach Schrader for the Falcons. Kason Bach's going to take a seat. Tucker Mumm is in. So an and one attempt coming here for Carson Zach of the Tigers. And checking in for the Tigers, number 40, Anthony Tracy. Looks like Keegan Tracy will take a breather. So Carson Zach, the and one free throw coming. Free throw is up and good. That's going to move our score 40-12 now. Tigers lead. Under a minute 40 to play here first half. Schrader to Tucker Mumm. Tries to get to the elbow. Instead, kicks it up to Carson Kelly. Now Tucker Mumm right side. Screen and roll didn't work. Here's the ball now left side to Carson Kelly. Maintains his dribble so he can stand back up. Attacks the lane. Tries to go up and under on a 360. And no, that ball's going to end up out of bounds. Minute 18 to play first half. 40-12 our score. Carson Kelly that time found himself in a bad spot as the defense collapsed on him. Just kind of threw up a prayer and unfortunately didn't catch a lot of a good look. So, under a minute 10 to play now, first half. Here's Ryder Johnson. Kicks it out to Anthony Tracy. Anthony for three, no. Sipple tried to get the rebound. Anthony follows his own shot, gets an easy rebound after that, and a layup is good. 42-12, under a minute to play first half now. Here's Carson Kelly. Over to Zach Schrader. He's going to try and go baseline, gets cut off. Kicks it up top. Tucker Mumm tried to save it. Instead, Carson Kelly got to it. Pick and roll was there. Unfortunately, Carson Kelly wasn't quite ready to make the pass. Here's Colby Robinson. Carson Kelly's going to refuse the screen, go the other way. Gets it to Lovacek underneath. Lovacek up and under the rim is good. 42-14, 25 seconds. Here's Ryder Johnson coming back the other way. Left it short on the layup. That ball going to eventually ends up with Sipple. Sipple with the jump stop and in. 44-14. Under 10 seconds now, first half. Here's Carson Kelly over to Tucker Mumm. Dials up a three, and it's good. That's how we're going to close the first half, as long as this shot by Ryder Johnson doesn't go in. And the officials saying the shot was late anyway. So 44-17 our halftime score. Falcons trail, lots of work to do. Whole other half of basketball to come. We're going to take a breather. We will be back in about 6 minutes.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. Based on the doctor's recommendation, we'll help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on! Seriously?
This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Wishart Insurance is an independent, family-owned insurance agency. Our passion is caring for people. Wishart Insurance will take the time to answer all of your insurance questions and assist you and your family in choosing coverage that will protect you. We take pride in knowing that our family is working hard for your family. We are your insurance family. We are located at 922 West Kemp Avenue in Watertown, South Dakota, with locations in Clark, Willow Lake, and Brookings.
At Active Heating, you could say we specialize in comfort, heating and air conditioning, plumbing, air and water quality. Active Heating is ready. Too hot or too cold? Our certified comfort experts for Coleman Heating and Cooling Equipment can help. Don't let a leak drain your bank account. Our plumbers can handle it. Improve your air and water quality with an air purifier and reverse osmosis system from Active Heating, your local Coleman dealer. Active Heating of Watertown and Brookings, your comfort experts.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family-owned, community-trusted.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. based on the doctor's recommendation, will help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell. Caden Rosso on the camera for me here. I'm going to get the scoreboard back adjusted here. Looks like got a little out of sorts on the screen. So, for Coach Rowe, one of the big things you're probably talking about at this point is the Tigers are going to get out and run. You have to find a way to at least get the ball stopped and then try and find ways to move it from there. If you are the offense for Coach Rowe, you're getting good looks. One thing that I talked with a couple of people about at halftime is decent looks at the free throw line or lower, just a matter of making buckets when you have the opportunity. So, we're going to get the second half started here. It's going to be Tiger basketball. 44-17 our score to start the second half. And this is one of those games, if you're Coach Rowe, you're probably not too concerned with what the end score reads. Obviously, you want to make it as respectable as possible. Down 27 right now, you'd like to see that get chipped away, find a way back in. But ultimately, you're looking for execution and effort. Those are the two main things you want to see coming out of this second half. So, Tigers with the basketball. Here's Johnson. Over to Zach. Going to be an alley-oop. That one coming from Keegan Tracy to Carson Zach. And they're going to start the second half with a bang. Keegan Tracy deflects that pass from Schrader, trying to get it over to Carson Kelly. Schrader with the ball at the top now. Extended 2-3 zone here for the Tigers. Lovacek over to Schrader. Schrader gets it to the elbow, down to Carson Rosso. No, Bach collects the deflection. No good on the attempt. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Bosma up to Zach. Carson Zach gets it back from Sipple. He's going to go baseline, needs somewhere to go. Eventually finds Ryder Johnson in the middle of the lane as the entire defense had turned to face Zach. And Johnson's going to come up with the easy bucket. 48-17 the score now. Kaysen-Bach up to Dawson Lovacek. Free throw shorter. Carson Rosso going to come up with the rebound off the Carson Kelly shot attempt. Going to get a bucket there. 48-17 now the score. 6:40 to play, third quarter. Here's Carson Zach. Gets it to Keegan Tracy at the free throw line. Back up to Ryder Johnson at the top for three is good. 51-19 the score now. 6.5 to play, third quarter. Here come the Falcons back the other way. Pass into Carson Kelly was deflected. He was able to come up with it. Here's Kaysen-Bach going to go baseline. Gets it over to Carson Rosso. He's going to get shoved from behind by Ryder Johnson. Ryder Johnson looks a little confused, but from our angle, it looked like he just blatantly shoved him in the back. So going to be an and one attempt here for the Falcons. Carson Rosso, 51-21. Rosso, the free throw attempt. Rattles around, eventually back out. Just not quite enough touch. So, here's Carson Zach for the Tigers. He's going to get things set. Tigers call their set. Looks like it's a elevator screen here to the right. Keegan Tracy now. Eventually the ball ends up left side with Bosma. Down to Sipple, up to Ryder Johnson. He's going to get elbow push. And that's one of those situations where you can use the arm to protect yourself, but once you get that extension, that's an easy call for the official at that point. So, that going to be Johnson's third foul. Here come the Falcons back the other way. Lovacek over to Bach. Up top to Carson Kelly. Looks like the Tigers maybe switching to a diamond and one. That time Lovacek out of bounds. Going to be Tigers basketball coming back the other way. So, Carson Zach to bring the ball up. 4:50 to play third quarter, 51-21 our score. Falcons trail. Carson Zach over to Sipple. Sipple looks at Bosma, who had great position but chose not to use an entry pass there. Eventually, Sipple ends up back with it, being guarded by Traylon Sumner. Sumner going to push Sipple. Sipple's going to put that one in. 53-21 our score now. And he's going to go to the line for and one. And the free throw good. So Zach Schrader to bring the ball back the other way here for the Falcons, 54-21. Carson Kelly, long three, just off the front iron. Shooters touching in. 54-24 the score now. Falcons still trail. Here's Keegan Tracy over to Carson Zach. Zach dribbles. He's going to take a left wing three, just a little short. Lovacek's going to come up with the rebound. Here come the Falcons back the other way. Looking to push. Carson Kelly, nowhere to go. Going to take the ball back out here. Bounce pass over to Zach Schrader. Fakes back to Carson Kelly. Up top three. Just a little off. Ryder Johnson going to come up with the rebound coming back the other way. He's going to find Sipple in the middle of the lane. Carson Kelly tried to deter the shot. Good hang time there by Sipple. Lets him get the ball back up and in. 56-24, 3.5 to play third quarter. Falcons trail. Left wing three by Schrader. No. Bach comes up with the rebound at the free throw line. He kicks it back out to Schrader. Schrader hesitates. No shot. Dawson Lovacek left side three. No. Here comes Carson Zach back the other way for the Tigers. He pushes it up to Ryder Johnson. Johnson for three. That's off to the left. Sipple is able to come up with the rebound. Kicks it over to Bosma. Bosma right side three. That three-point attempt is good. 59-24 now. Falcons trail. 3 minutes to play third quarter. Carson Kelly right side. Going to get a screen from Lovacek. Pick and roll. No. Gets it over to Zach Schrader left side. He's going to get a screen from Lovacek. No roll that time. Over to Carson Kelly on the right side. Screen from Sumner, who rolls, but the defense too tight for Carson Kelly to see him. He eventually ends up getting to the middle of the lane, short on the layup, gets his own rebound and puts it back in. 59-26. Falcons still trail. 2:35 to play third quarter. Carson Zach with the ball up top. He's going to get the offense set. Looks like a box set for the Tigers. Going to go Keegan Tracy down to Sipple, who gets in the middle of the lane on Traylon Sumner. That's easy money for Sipple. 61-26 now the score. 2:15 to play third quarter. Entry to Lovacek, gets it to Sumner. Quick shot by Sumner, just a little too strong. Not a bad look, had space. Decent shot, just a little too strong. And that a tough one when you're straight on the side of the hoop. That time the foul going to come on the floor. No shot attempt. Going to be a block on Sumner, I believe. It is. So here is Aiden Seaglock and Colby Robinson to check in. Warrington will check in, as well as number 32, J.J. Muller, for the Tigers, as well as Weber back on the floor and Ethan Kroll back on the floor as well. Here's Weber. He's going to take a right side three. That shot is good. That's going to push the score to 64-26, under a minute and a half to play third quarter. Here's Carson Kelly. Bounce over to Aiden Seaglock. He's going to get it back up top to Kelly. Schrader left side. Gets a screen from Robinson over to Carson Kelly on the skip pass. Hesitates. Eventually gets it down to Dawson Lovacek. Lovacek's going to get fouled on a late rotation by the Tigers. That's going to be an and one attempt as the bucket is good. 64-28 now. Clock still ticking until the foul gets reported as we are in mercy rule time. So here's Lovacek for the and one. That free throw good, so that's going to push it 64-29. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Weber. Going to be a dribble handoff to Kroll. Over to Schwann. Gets it to Muller, who gets it down into Kroll. Finds a cutting Warrington. Warrington's going to get fouled on a late rotation by the Falcons. That's going to push the score 66-29. Clock ticks until the foul's finished being reported. Here's an and one attempt for Warrington. Free throw, no. All four Falcons kind of stand and watch the rebound attempt, and eventually Warrington's able to end up back with it. Here's Lovacek off the steal, back the other way. Tried to hesitate to create some contact, instead lost control of the dribble, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Tigers are going to bring it back the other way. They can play for the last shot with a set play here. Here goes Schwann. He's going to get it back out to Muller. And going to be a backcourt violation for the Tigers. That's going to end the third quarter, 66-29 our score. They're going to take a break. We will as well. We will be back in 1 minute.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on."
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Welcome back to Florence, South Dakota. I'm Nate Russell, Caden Rosso on the camera. We're ready to start the fourth quarter here. Falcons are going to get the basketball. So last 8 minutes of game time to play here on senior night. Carson Kelly working against number 20, Asher Johnson. Bach up to Schrader, over to Carson Kelly. No screen from T-Mum there. He got in position, but Carson Kelly chose not to use it. Shot from the free throw line, no. Lovacek comes up with the loose ball, able to put it back in. 66-31 now, our score. Here come the Tigers, back the other way. Johnson with the ball. Asher Johnson, excuse me. Now with the ball, number 10, Jace Johnson. So many Johnsons for the Tigers. Almost impossible for them to all be related, I'm sure. 66-31 our score, 7:10 to play here. Ball's going to get inbounded. That foul called on Carson Kelly. So that ball got over to number 40, Anthony Tracy. Pass errant, as Tracy thought somebody was going to cut. Here's Zach Schrader right side. Tucker Mum at the top. Over to Kason Bach. Backdoor cut by Carson Kelly. Good find by Bach there as Kelly gets the layup. 66-33. Under 6:50 to play in the game here. Jace Johnson over to Asher Johnson. Eventually the ball's going to end up with Anthony Tracy. Tucker Mum a little bit late on the rotation there. Gets his body into the legs of Tracy. Dangerous attempt there. Tracy's able to put it in. We're going to get an and one. 68-33 the current score. 6:29 to play. Tracy free throw rattles around. Eventually the ball goes in. Carson Rosso going to check back in. Tucker Mum going to take a seat. Falcons quickly with 2 fouls here in the fourth quarter. 6:25 to play. Carson Kelly crosses over Johnson. He's going to get a three-point attempt here and left it short off the hesitation. So here come the Tigers back the other way. Asher Johnson with the ball. And eventually the ball ends up with Ryder Shell. Here's a drive attempt by Asher Johnson. No. Number 55 for the Tigers ends up with the ball. He thought he was going to go up, hesitated, came back down. That's going to be a travel. And I'm going to apologize right now. I believe it's Jordan Schwann, according to the program, listed as number 34/55. So we're going to go with the fact that that might be Jordan Schwann. We're going to get a foul about 30 feet from the basket here by Ryder Shell, trying to play defense on Zach Schrader. So looks like the second line for the Tigers is going to check back in. The third line will check back out. Bach to inbound, gets it to Schrader. Schrader to the elbow for Carson Kelly. Fake handoff, does give it to Dawson Lavacek on the curl. Lavacek from the left elbow extended, hits the jumper. 68-35 now, 5 minutes to play in the game. With the ball at the top is number 22, Easton Weber. Weber gives it over to Ethan Kroll. Kroll finds Muller, who kicks it back out to Weber. Then he finds good post position, misses the turnaround jumper. Eventually, the ball's going to end up back with Lavacek. He's going to push the pace here. Cross the lane to Carson Kelly. He kicks it out to Schrader. Schrader, quick three, just a little off. And that ball's going to get rebounded by Kroll. He'll bring it back the other way. Here's Muller, back up top to Kroll. Hesitation, tried to go to the free throw line, ball gets poked away. Here's Dawson Lavacek back the other way. He's going to get fouled by number 22, Easton Weber. He's going to go to the line for two. Weber, tight defense there. That one, some contact. Probably ill-advised to be playing it that tight, up 68-35. First free throw attempt by Lavacek is no good. So Shep, Robinson, Mumm to check in for the Falcons. Austin Keller waiting to check in at the table. Rosso will have a seat as well. Second free throw attempt for Lavacek coming. That free throw up and in. Austin Keller will check in. Dawson Lavacek will take a breather. Weber to bring the ball up for the Tigers. 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter here. Dribble handoff. Kroll over to Muller. Flare screen to Kroll. Finds a cutting Warrington. No good. Robinson able to come up with the rebound. Shep back the other way. Over to Austin Keller. Shep with the ball. Entry to Colby Robinson. Further away from the hoop than I think he realized with the position. Eventually loses the dribble. Now the Tigers come back the other way. 3-on-3. Kroll with the gets the pass underneath from number 22, Weber. He's going to get fouled trying to go up and under the rim there for an attempt. That foul going to get called on Tucker Mumm, it looks like. So 68-36. First free throw, no. 68-36 our score. 3:12 to play. Second free throw for Kroll is good. 69-36 now. Austin Keller bring the ball up. Shep right side. Gets a screen from Mumm, who rolls, no. Bach at the top. Tried to get it down to Robinson, no. Eventually Weber going to end up with the ball from Muller. Ball up to Kroll across the lane to Jaden Schwann, and layup is good. 71-36. Tucker Mumm left side. Tries to go elbow. Gets cut off. Austin Keller at the top. Tries to go backdoor to Bach, no. Ball scrambled for. We're going to get a tie possession here, and it's going to go back the Tigers' way. Here comes the third line again for the Tigers. Second line will take a breather. Kind of like watching a hockey game, the way the whole line changes all at once. Spirit of the Olympics going on, the U.S. hockey teams in the driver's seat as it currently stands. Ball gets down to Jordan Schwann. He kicks it back out. Asher Johnson, 3. No. Battle for the rebound. It's going to go off of the Tigers. It's either off of Jace Johnson or Ryder Shell. Hard to tell which from where we are at, but it's Falcon basketball regardless. Minute 45 to play in the game here, 71-36. Keller over to Bach. Bach tries to go elbow, instead gives it back up to Shep. Over to Tucker Mumm, right side. Needs somewhere to go. Makes a spin move. Tries to go with the layup runner. About 15 feet from the basket. Gets the foul call. So he'll go to the line for 2. Looks like that foul is going to be called on number 10, Jace Johnson. Mumm first free throw is good. Minute 22 to play. 71-37 Falcons trail. Second free throw for Mumm is also good. 71-38 now, a minute 20 to play in the game. Here's the Tigers back the other way. Shell up top to Anthony Tracy. Shell over to Asher Johnson, Jace Johnson now goes up and under. No, he gets his own rebound after he gets tapped around. That time, the attempt by Anthony Tracy is good as he splits the defenders. Bach inbounds it, and standing there is Asher Johnson. Johnson good. 75-38 now. Falcons trail under a minute to play in the game. Robinson over to Austin Keller. Kason Bach. Bach's going to get fouled that time by number 10, Jace Johnson. So, Falcons will inbound. Austin Keller at the top. Coming into this game, the job was always going to be tough. The Falcons knew that. Good sign of a very healthy culture and process for the Tigers. Even the third string is relentless, as we saw with Johnson making those steals in the backcourt. Tigers are going to walk away from this one 75-38, our final. Falcons are going to take a couple of days off, practice, regroup. We have a doubleheader on Thursday. That game here in Florence against Sisseton. So the girls will play, then the boys will play. And the boys will round out their season next week, Friday, on the 27th at Webster. I'm Nate Russell. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hopefully you've had a wonderful President's Day weekend, and we will see you on Thursday.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Wishart Insurance is an independent, family-owned insurance agency. Our passion is caring for people. Wishart Insurance will take the time to answer all of your insurance questions and assist you and your family in choosing coverage that will protect you. We take pride in knowing that our family is working hard for your family. We are your insurance family. We are located at 922 West Kemp Avenue in Watertown, South Dakota, with locations in Clark, Willow Lake, and Brookings.
At Active Heating, you could say we specialize in comfort, heating and air conditioning, plumbing, air and water quality. Active Heating is ready. Too hot or too cold? Our certified comfort experts for Coleman heating and cooling equipment can help. Don't let a leak drain your bank account. Our plumbers can handle it. Improve your air and water quality with an air purifier and reverse osmosis system from Active Heating, your local Coleman dealer. Active Heating of Watertown and Brookings, your comfort experts.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Vision Care is the place to go for new glasses. Our opticians are trained to style you with a frame that fits your face, so they look great and are comfortable all day long. Based on the doctor's recommendation, we'll help you choose the lens features that will be best for how you do life. Plus, you might have fun too.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Transform your fitness journey at Apex Training in Watertown. Our unique studio offers targeted group training classes designed to meet your specific health goals. Specializing in strength training, agility, and injury prevention, we use diverse equipment to help you build strength and enhance performance. Whether you're aiming for sport-specific skills or overall fitness, our expert trainers will guide you with our specialized workouts to prevent common injuries. Experience affordable, effective training at Apex Training and reach your peak potential today.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.